Welcome to Spill the Rice podcast. I'm your host, Rumel Soriano, and today we have no special guest. I'm here alone. It's a solo episode. It's the first solo episode to ever be recorded on Spill the Rice podcast. And let's see how this goes, So, experiment episode by myself, all alone, you know? No one to banter with. So, it's just me alone talking shit with I was about to say no repercussion, but I'll make sure I don't say the wrong shit so I don't get canceled. You know what I mean? What's up? So yeah, it's like a small date between me and y'all, me and the audience. So yeah. Let's start with these questions because earlier this week I asked some of y'all to give me some questions, to ask me some questions through IG, and some of y'all came through. So I picked some questions out and let's answer some. I wrote down on a piece of paper. I don't know why I just didn't use my phone or my laptop. I'm an old school guy, old school mindset. So here we go. First question: why are you sexy? Um, you know, it's sometimes in life, you know, you're just dealt a good hand. You know what I mean? And you know, when and God was like, you know what? I'll make Romel sexy. So thank you, thank you for your question. And yeah, sometimes it's just God given. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what can you do? I didn't ask for this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there. Second question: is water wet? Yeah, water is wet. Okay, I don't want to hear some of y'all saying, "How is water wet?" No, no, no. Water makes things wet. Water's not wet. Is fire hot? Fire shit. You know what I mean? Like, duh. Like fire to, you know, you know what I mean? Like, man, it's water wet. Getting my high blood is going up because of this question. Says water. Yes, water is wet. It doesn't have to be on something for it to be considered wet. It's wet alone. Okay. Is fire hot? Does fire have to uh burn something for it to be considered hot? No. Fire is hot alone. Water is wet alone. Done deal. That's that. Don't at me. Okay. Don't at me. Water is wet. Leave it alone. Did you go to science? Did you listen to your teacher? No, you're probably at Sandzis, sitting there by yourself. Can you be my baby daddy? You know what? I um I took this into serious consideration, and um it was a hard decision to make, but I'm gonna say yes. I could be your baby daddy. So get ready. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. So yeah, I could be your baby daddy. You know what I mean? Put on the daddy jersey on. No problem. I'm there. I'm good. Cha-ching. Boom boom. Bada bang. Next question. Favorite Filipino dish and dessert. Favorite dish, honestly, if I only had one to choose, I'll choose between either lechon kawali or sisig. Those two. Those two are my top two. Um it's just it's just too hard to choose between because I really love sisig. Like sisig is all around. Like it could be your pulutan, could be your food while you drink, or it could be your main meal. You know what I mean? On a regular schmegular day, like yo, sisig is good, but then you got lechon kawali. That's like top of the chain. You know what I mean? Like it's too good. So I don't know. I don't know. It's between those two. Those two are one of my favorite dishes. And then favorite dessert, gotta go halo halo. Cause halo halo is just all around good, you know? Like it could be anything you want, halo halo. Like halo halo is like a blank canvas and your ingredients are the painting. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to halo halo doesn't have to be the same for everyone. It could be different. There's different styles, different way to shave your eyes. You know, y'all thought I was gonna say shave your pubes. I know that y'all are dirty minded. So stop and tell your parents. So yeah, halo halo, halo halo has to be my top because it just could be anything. You know what I mean? Could have ice cream on it, no ice cream on it. You know what I mean? You could put different type of milk on it. Your the ingredients on the bottom of the ice could be anything you want. You know what I mean? Like it could be anything you want. You want it to be. That's why it's my favorite. Everything is different. For everyone it's different. So Hello Hello is top of the top of the food chain for sure. Um what we got here? Who's funnier? You or Miriam? Um damn. Okay. For political answers, I'm gonna go Miriam's funnier than me, but we all know. Don't lie to yourself. We all know who it is. We know who's funnier. Dave Chappelle's funnier. But, you know, what's the goal? What's the goal slash purpose of your podcast? Oh, deep question here. I like this question. I get asked this a lot. Um, my goal purpose for this podcast, honestly, is just to entertain people, just to make people laugh. Uh, we're going through a dark time in history right now. This world is going through a dark time. Everyone's grieving. Everyone's sad. So it would be nice just to shed little happiness, here and there. Not distract people from the main focus right now and the main problems of the world, but just to just to shine a little brightness. You know what I mean? Just to make people smile. Because everyone's dealing with with their own problems and everything, and if I could be that one single moment, in your day where you just, you take your time to breathe and you listen to something that makes you smile or makes you laugh, and you know, if I could be that for someone, even just one person, I mean, that's my goal. That's my purpose. Like that's what makes me happy because I don't see this as a business. You know, like if I just did this for the money, then I'm just doing it for the wrong things. Like, I wouldn't like. Um, I like shooting. I like editing. I like putting the equipment up. I like putting the equipment down. Like I like all those little things. You know, and that all those little things bring me joy. And then if I could make someone smile too, make someone laugh, then just that's just the cherry on top of the cake. So yeah, so if I was doing for the money, man, I don't think I'd be doing this. To be honest, I don't. You should in life. You should do something you love. You want to do something you love to do. Like who cares about the money? To be honest, like who cares? Like obviously you do need money in life. Like like who we fooling here? Like we do need money to live. Unfortunately we do need money. But when it comes to doing something for the rest of your life, because think about it like this: the job you're gonna end up doing after school is probably the job you're gonna end up doing for the rest of your life. So that's 40, 50 years of the same job. So is that something you want to do? Think about it like that. For the next 40 years? Is that something you want to do? Is this thing gonna keep you happy for the next 40 years? You know, after all the challenges and everything, are you still gonna end up doing this? Like that's a question people should be asking. So hold on. Oh yeah. So make sure what you're doing for the next 4 years is something you love to do, because man, you don't want to spend 40 years of misery and sadness. You know what I mean? Especially if you're planning to have kids, have be married. Like, you don't want to bring that toxicity into your own house. So, yeah, make sure what you're doing or what you want to do is something you're gonna love to do, because that's very important. Man, I see myself in the camera as like a fucking interview or something. Like I'm interviewing for a job, or I'm getting casted for something. Yeah, my name is no, I'm playing. But yeah, just on yeah. I know I'm saying this for 2 minutes, but just make sure you love to do what you're gonna love what you're gonna do in the future. Just make sure. Make sure, please. Man. It's weird shooting alone. It's so echoey, no one's bantering with you. I'm used to like hearing someone like, another voice talk to me, but just hearing the silence and I hear my voice echo a little, it's weird. It's just weird. Oh man. But it's fun. Gotta bring the energy out. Even if you're alone, you gotta bring the energy, You gotta tap, tap, tap in. Yeah. Uh so yeah. It's gonna be a short podcast because I don't know if I could talk with myself for like an hour. Uh so yeah. So how's everyone doing? You know, a lot of sad news coming out this week. Uh don't really don't really want to get too into it, but I hope everyone's doing fine. I hope everyone's doing good. But yeah, man, this solo shit, I don't know. Oh man. Do you guys shower? Do you guys shower with music? I shower with music. I listen to everything. Uh I don't want to insult anyone out there, but I think the only kind of music I don't listen to is like that heavy metal. Like I don't know. I just never got into it. Not a big fan of that. But outside of that, I'm a fan of everything else. And I'm not saying you should hate metal music and all that. I mean, like, to each their own taste. Just to me, not a big fan of it. But everything else, from classical to rap music to R&B, to hip hop, Filipino music, Filipino rap, old school music, you know what I mean? Like those shit are my jam. Grew up on old school Filipino music. Shout out to my mom, you know what I mean? Sunday morning, Saturday morning, cleaning the house, vacuuming like 6 in the morning, because why? I don't know. You wake up, you know, you had 5 days of school, your weekends coming, and suddenly your mom on a Saturday morning is like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 5 and start vacuuming, because that's what she did, that's what she does. So shout out to all the moms out there. But yeah, Filipino music, I love Filipino music. It's interesting to me, especially like old school rap Filipino music, because they sort of have every song is almost the same flow, and there's always like there's a big group of guys who rap, and there's always that one guy who raps with his no voice. He's like yes, and then the guy with the guy who's like in between, like my voice or whatever, and then the chorus is always this slow rap love melody or whatever, and then in everyone's verse in the middle of nowhere, there's always an English phrase, and I love that. because it's funny. It's good. It's really good, but almost every song is the same. But I love it though. Shout out to all those old school Filipino rappers. You guys are you guys made my childhood. And then those old karaoke songs, and forget I play that shit 24/7. When I cook, when I shower, it's there. If I clean, it's there. And yeah, yeah, and like my favorite color is sorry, it's like a date, man. I don't know. Yeah, my since I'm there, my favorite color is red. Yeah, it's red. It's red, but I'm starting to get into navy blue for some reason. But red is my all-time favorite color for good and bad reasons. But red, yeah, red's my ultimate is my favorite color, and yeah. Sorry, this is a short podcast, folks, because I'm alone today. But next week, I got a special episode for you guys. I guarantee it. It's gonna be a special one next week, and then yeah, this coming month is gonna be a special week of shooting, and more content coming out. I swear, I promise. I'm building up the ideas. I'm thinking of them, and I'm planning to shoot some of them very soon. So thank you for listening. I love y'all. I know it may my energy seems maybe it looks kind of low or something, but it's just it's a short episode. I love y'all and peace.